I'm delighted to be able to spend time today with Luke Hamill, who I met through John Corrie. I met Luke about 4 years ago, maybe even
I think it
longer than
was,
that
wasn't it?
now.
Time flies.
Yeah. So, Luke, I know you're coming along to my anniversary meet on Wednesday, the 18th of April, and it's an amazing evening. Touching base with you, what are you looking forward to, Luke?
Just looking forward to connecting with developers and hearing what people are up to in the market and just learning, getting a sense of what other people are doing, Brendan.
And what are you doing yourself, Luke?
I'm doing a development. I've been selling a lot of property to raise funds and also counter some of the tax changes. So I looked at obviously different structures and decided that probably a good time to offload some stock.
And in terms of offloading some stock, how have you done that? Through an agent, through auction, or a
No, just
different?
working with contacts. So it's just been off market. My sales have gone off market to other investors. So that's how I've done it.
Okay. And Luke, in terms of this development, can you explain a little bit about it?
Yeah, it's just refurbing a property which was old and a complete reconfiguration, if you like, and just to add value. Yeah, just but it's been. I mean, aside from developing houses to multi-let properties, it's the biggest development I've done. So it's always interesting to come to your event and
Uh,
meet large developers and or just
sure,
medium-sized
like
developers.
like
Yeah.
like Thomas Nust and Evan
Oh
McDonald.
yeah, a larger scale, isn't it? Definitely, yeah.
But just to go back, Luke, it
Mm,
was interesting. I spent time with Mo or Murat, a
yeah.
young guy. He's younger than me. Well, everyone who's young is younger than me. Um, so he's, I think, 33, 34. Sorry, Mo, if you're 32 or 31, but under 35 anyway. Um, he said to me something which was interesting, which changed my mindset, Luke, about you mentioned HMOs.
Right.
He sees it, and he's a chapel, and it's going to have 30. I think it's 30 rooms in total. So, but it's a complete gut out.
Mm,
Definitely didn't do the video inside the chapel. Never wanted to either. Um, brave people going into the chapel to do, the building works and so forth, and really go out. There's lots of work. But he said to me one thing which was really interesting. He sees it as not just doing one individual HMO after another. He sees it as doing five HMOs together.
mm.
So I find that.
Oh yeah, the larger yeah, for sure, yeah.
So, Luke, a lot of listeners out there have already done developments or have
Mm,
done HMOs and looking to do exactly what you're doing as well.
mm.
It's taken lots of guts. And what's it taken most, and what have you learned in this short process, Luke?
It's just all small stages, I suppose. If I look back, just the lot that I've done the last few months, I've learned a lot. So everything you do is a learning, and it builds your confidence. And the multi-lets. I mean, I bought sort of 3, 4, 5 at a time, separate properties. So I take the point of buying a bigger property, and that's a good sort of reframe, isn't it, of what you might otherwise just think of as a risk. You just sort of, but you got to start with one, haven't you, and do the refurbishment interior and understand what it is working with contractors. So
Is that the
so
major thing which you found different working with contractors, Luke, compared to doing it at HMO?
no, you're working with contractors, but the same way. But I guess I've outsourced more of the project management. I've been more hands-on here, so that's just been a learning as well. But it's always good. I mean, always hands-on. You've got to learn from start with small and just work up and get comfortable wherever you are and whatever you want to do. So
Luke, if
yeah.
people take one thing
Mm.
away from this conversation about project management, what is it? What should people take away from it? Whether it's a micro goal, whether it's a macro goal, what one bit of advice people should take away from your views on project management?
You just need to have everything clearly stated, don't you? So clear communication it allows for no surprises down the line. That helps.
Sure. Uh, Luke, I just want to say huge thanks for taking time out, not
Yeah,
just
thanks, man.
today and not just for the anniversary meet. And we've got people coming all the way from Plymouth as well.
Oh,
So,
good.
Murat,
I
who
can't wait. Yeah, it's going to be a great night, isn't it? We always last year, the year before, I think was the first one I came to, these anniversary events, but they're
Yeah,
super good
people
night.
always remember the views with the helipad and so forth next to it as well. So it's amazing scenery.
Anyone come in by helicopter? Are you coming in by helicopter?
Maybe if it's another few years, I may do, Luke. I could be tempted.
Get the boat first.
What's that?
Get the boat first in Cannes. Huh?
Yeah, definitely. You know, that's much more my style. Next year at MIPIM, but look, we can talk about that another time. I definitely want to go through with you, Luke, about the next 12 months for the Central London Evening Property Network as well, which is on the 4th Thursday of the month. Luke, I just want to say huge thanks for taking time out. I know you're going to be sharing your own knowledge and wisdom of your actual development site in the next few months. I look forward to hearing from you on that.
Great. Thanks, Brendan.
Oh, thank you, Luke.
We'll see you on Wednesday.
Thank you.
Cheers.